I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like everybody they tiptoe around with this social media, but what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequence.
What happens when a quiet feud turns into a violent street fight right outside the home of a superstar? Imagine a night that begins like any other but ends with fists flying, voices shouting, and blood staining the pavement. That's exactly what went down when Aaron reportedly attacked Iman right outside Teyana Taylor's house. A scene that no one saw coming, but everyone is talking about now. This wasn't just a gossip blog rumor, it came straight from eyewitnesses who watched the chaos unfold in real time. And once the news hit the streets, it spread like wildfire, shocking even the most unshakable fans. The names involved aren't strangers to fame. Aaron, known in certain circles for his ties to Teyana's world, had always been a background figure, but behind the scenes, whispers of tension between him and Iman Shumpert, the NBA star and Teyana's husband, had been growing louder for months. Together, Iman and Teyana projected the image of a power couple, loyal, loving, and rock solid. But beneath that glossy exterior, something was bubbling. Some say it started with business, others hint at personal betrayals. And then there are those who claim Aaron felt disrespected, crossed in a way that made resentment grow until it could no longer be contained. Aaron had always been around, present at events, showing up at industry gatherings, but never truly in the spotlight. People knew of him, but didn't know him. So when murmurs started about his issues with Iman, most brushed them off. Just another petty industry beef, right? Wrong. The night it all came to a head began with a quiet visit to Teyana's home. Aaron reportedly showed up, and whether it was coincidence or by design, Iman was there too. That's when everything spiraled. Eyewitnesses say Aaron approached Iman directly. No hesitation. The two exchanged words. No one could hear every detail, but the tone was unmistakably hostile. Tension filled the air. Then came the first punch. Aaron reportedly swung first, and it wasn't some weak shove. It was a heavy hit, intentional and aggressive. Caught off guard, Iman tried to defend himself, but Aaron was already on him. What followed was a brutal exchange of blows. Fists flew, blood spilled, and chaos erupted. Some bystanders tried to break it up. Others stood frozen. Shouts echoed down the block as neighbors peeked through windows and doors. The fight was far from clean or quick. It was raw, messy, and dangerous. No one knew if Teyana was inside or had witnessed the brawl. But by the time people realized what was happening, it was too late. The damage had been done. Iman reportedly suffered visible injuries, cuts and bruises that weren't going away overnight. As for Aaron, he fled the scene, leaving behind nothing but confusion and a whole lot of questions. It wasn't long before sirens filled the air. Police arrived within minutes. Someone had called them, maybe a neighbor, maybe someone from inside. No one knew for sure, but soon the street was lit up with red and blue lights. Officers took statements. Cameras flashed. People whispered in hushed tones. The aftermath felt surreal. Iman, once viewed as untouchable, now stood injured and surrounded by flashing lights and concerned neighbors. And within hours, the story had blown up. Social media platforms erupted. Hashtags started trending. Hashtag Aaron versus. Hashtag Tia drama. And hashtag blood on the street. Blurry videos and shaky images taken from smartphones began circulating. Everyone had a take. Everyone had a theory. Some fans were furious at Aaron. Others questioned why Iman let it escalate. And of course, the internet did what it does best, turned a violent moment into viral content. The blogs weren't far behind. From basic reporting to wild, conspiracy-laced stories, everyone wanted a piece of the narrative. YouTubers went live, speculating on the cause. Was it business? Was it betrayal? Was it jealousy? Yet through it all, the key players remained silent. No posts from Iman, no statements from Teyana. Aaron vanished from social media completely, and in their silence, the speculation only grew. Whispers of legal trouble followed fast. Assault, charges, lawsuits, police reports. Some sources said Aaron might face serious consequences. Others claimed Iman didn't want to press charges and preferred to handle things quietly. Still, no confirmations surfaced, just more rumors, more questions. Then the focus shifted. All eyes turned to Teyana. Where did she stand in all this? Would she publicly defend her husband? Would she speak out against Aaron? Or would she walk away from both of them, choosing peace over chaos? Teyana's silence was perhaps the loudest of all. For someone known for her strength, loyalty, and authenticity, the lack of response was unexpected. Some said she was trying to protect her family. Others believed she was weighing her next move carefully, knowing anything she said would become the next headline. Every move she made was scrutinized. Every social media post analyzed for hidden meaning. Fans and critics alike watched closely, waiting for her to make a statement, any statement. But none came. And with each passing day, the silence only deepened the intrigue. What started as a physical altercation quickly turned into something bigger. A story about loyalty, trust, betrayal, and the human breaking point. Because this wasn't just about a fight. It was about everything that led to it. The resentment, the unspoken words, the silent tension that had been building for far too long. It reminded people that even the most polished public figures are still human. That behind the Instagram filters, designer clothes, and red carpet smiles, there are real emotions, real battles. And sometimes those battles explode in the most public, most devastating way. And no one knows what truly happened in the moments leading up to the fight. Was it a long-held grudge finally boiling over? A misunderstanding taken too far? A personal betrayal that couldn't be forgiven? The truth may never be fully known, but the impact is undeniable. Even now, the story refuses to die. Every time it starts to fade, something new pulls it back into the spotlight. A leaked message, a cryptic post, a new piece of footage. Social media remains a battlefield. Fans defend, critics attack, and everyone else just tries to piece the puzzle together. Some stand by Iman, calling him the real victim. Others accuse him of provoking the situation. Then there are those who don't take sides at all. They blame the pressures of fame, the stress of living under a microscope, the need to constantly perform and protect one's image. Because the truth is, fame changes everything. It amplifies pain, it magnifies conflict, and when it all becomes too much, the explosion can be public, messy, and impossible to erase. This wasn't just a fight, it was a reckoning, a moment that forced fans to see the cracks beneath the surface. It challenged the narratives we build around celebrity relationships. It reminded us that every person, no matter how famous, has a breaking point. The fallout? It's still unfolding. Will Aaron face legal consequences? Will Iman finally break his silence? Will Teyana address the situation or continue to watch from the sidelines? Or will they all stay silent and hope the world moves on to the next viral story? One thing's for certain, this storm hasn't passed. Not even close. Because when fists fly, secrets spill, and blood hits the pavement, the story doesn't end. It lingers, it ferments, and it waits for the next chapter to be written.